There are a lot of ways to spice up your room when it comes to wall color, but one trend that I see come and go so often are accent walls. We're going to go over when and how to use them in this video. I'm James from repaintpeople.com, and this is Natalie from Natic Painting. Natalie is not only the head designer and decorator of the company, she's also one of the two owners. So we're going to go over some of the principles of accent walls, when to use them, how to use them, and just some overall tips and tricks. In your profession, how often do you use accent walls?
We're using them all the time. It's not necessarily every job, but just very often.
So currently the room we're in now, it's obviously incorporating an accent color. But the other colors throughout most of the house are pretty neutral. They're very light colors. And I find that oftentimes we do end up using those neutral colors. So how can you sort of marry a neutral, safe color like a pale oak, for example, versus something bright and vibrant like this?
The owners of this place are a young couple. They decided to keep the color and then just try one wall. There is a fashion in house decorating, and every 3 to 5 years, you know, the colors could change dramatically. So in this case, you just repaint one wall because just stronger, brighter, darker color, like that's what you see. You can continue with this color in the form of pillows, candles.
With neutral colors, with light neutral colors, they act as a neutral, empty canvas. And your accent wall really becomes the focal point. And what's great about it is, like Natalie said, it's not too overwhelming of a project just to paint one wall. If you decide, hey, you know what? I'm more into blues now. In a couple years, you can repaint it, and it's just one wall. So you have flexibility, you have versatility, and you're killing two birds with one stone. You're playing it safe, but you can also have a little bit of fun, especially in a bedroom like this. Because your bedroom is a very personal space, right? It should be representative of you and your personal tastes. It's not a hallway where your guests are constantly going to be seeing it.
The other example, just like the good reason for the focal point wall, you are a renter, right? And the apartment or the house is already painted a neutral color, so everybody who moves in like the color. And you are not one of them. Your favorite is royal blue. Or just like turquoise, like mine. So what do? Paint one wall. You paint one wall, and then when time comes just to get another place, all you have to repaint is one little wall. The other one could be you have this precious semi-antique rug with the color that you really die for, and you have already accessories and everything just all together, and all of a sudden just like the builder's beige on the walls, then your wall would be just like truly yours, because you're going to paint it the color that you really like.
So essentially what you would do is you would take a color from that beautiful piece of art or that Persian rug you have, and then incorporate it as an accent color to help harmonize the space a little bit.
Exactly, and why not?
Accent walls, as far as I know, based on my experience, they don't always have to be crazy, bright, vibrant colors, right? You can still kind of fit within the neutral color scheme and still use accent walls, right?
Correct. Even just like, let's say you made a mistake with the color. The color is almost there, but not really. The top that you love so much became too light. So then again, your escape is one wall. If you're dealing with the same color but darker or lighter, make sure there's 2-3 shades between them. Otherwise, it will be just like confusing and not so visible.
So it won't be enough of a distinct difference to be visibly there.
Correct.
Yeah, you have to have just enough contrast. You don't necessarily have to go black and white, but like a gray and then maybe like a charcoal. Like there has to be enough visual difference to make it worth it.
Definitely, yes, yes.
A lot of homes nowadays that are being made and remodeled, they're open concept. They have wide open spaces, and a lot of people say you don't want to differentiate too much, you know, let's keep it simple, less is more. Could you use accent walls in those cases?
Absolutely. We want the open space, and one color shows us this is the space. It looks bigger and just like more of the air to breathe, the illusion. And then we just moved in this space and we find it a bit too monotone, just almost boring. Then the focal point wall would just change it all.
There's obviously the clear design element, but there's also the practicality element. In this house, they chose to go with that darker color. And what happens is it's a high traffic area that's probably gonna get touched a lot, which means you may have to clean it. And it's a lot easier to clean and maintain darker colors compared to whites and off-whites and creams.
We never thought of this, but we've done it in the past. It could be just not one, but two walls. Two walls in the same house. It's just sort of like a sandwich. Two red, two grays, for example. We recommend it for just bigger rooms, kids' rooms. They love colors.
So when you're painting an accent wall, there are some walls that are a better candidate for an accent wall than others. And I mean physically, right? I would assume that a wall that is free of bulkheads, that has a pretty standardized squared off shape would be a better choice.
You're absolutely right, James. Especially the, like, let's say, black and white. So if your wall is black and the surrounding color is white, then you better find just like perfect square or rectangle. But if you're dealing with just like the same color, let's say taupe, and then your wall will be 2-3 shades darker, then you can compromise. Think picture, you know, picture frame.
Okay.
So it will just like give you a better look.
All right, Natalie, thank you so much for all the wisdom you provided us.
Anytime.
So if you want to watch more videos, I'll put a video right on my face here. And if you're in the Greater Toronto area and you need some painting done, Natick Painting, you can check out their website. I'll leave it down below. That's it for this one, guys. See you on the next one.